Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so we are going to be doing some nails. So these nails I purchased off of AliExpress. They already had the French tip on them, but we're going to add some things, make them our own, or my own. So I've got a little bit of a plan. Hang on one second. Okay, so I've grabbed some different size pearls, and then I've got some caviar beads. So first nail, I am going to put a drop there. I'm going to put 3 drops there. So we're going to grab this pearl. And then a couple caviar beads. And I'm going to just turn this over. And then I'm just going to kind of maneuver it so it's in place where I want it. Okay, I like that. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp for 60 seconds. 1 second. Okay, so now on this finger, I'm going to do the same design. I think I need to buy some more of this stuff. I like it because it's got the spout. So I'm going to use a bigger pearl because it's a bigger nail. And then caviar beads. So I had this wheel and they were like all mixed up, so I'm trying to get the dark gold ones. And then 2 more. Whoops. And then push it back into place. Okay, I like that, so I'm going to carefully put that into the lamp. Okay, so next thing I have is Madame Glam. This is a 3D sculpting gel, and it's a pearl. So, look how pretty that is. So we're going to make some flowers. So first up, I'm going to put some gloves on, just because I don't want to risk... I mean, Madame Glam's polishes are... they're vegan, TPO-free, cruelty-free, 21-free, HEMA-free. I just prefer not to touch them just in case. So hang on one sec. Okay, so I got a wood stick. I've got a palette. I've cleaned off the palette. So we're just going to take some of this stuff out. I don't know how much I'm going to need. Let's grab this bit too. So I'm going to roll it out till it's probably about that thickness. Okay, So I went and grabbed one of my tools, so I'm just gonna cut, and we're gonna make some little bowls for the petals. So I want 5 per flower. So I got 3, 4, 5, so that's 1 flower. And then, oops. One, 2 there. We'll wait. I'll do the other ones after. And then I got some silicone tools. These ones I got from Nail Stuff, and she sent them years ago to me. But you can, they are engraved with my name on them. But they're hard to see now. Okay, so now I'm going to put the bowls on. Now I did what did I do? I put builder gel, and then I did do a top coat because this is a no wipe, so you don't need to top coat it. So there. So there. So now I'm going to take my silicone tool. Maybe I'll take this one. It's a little stronger. And just kind of squishing it in so it comes to the center. So I close up that little hole that I had. And then, so basically, I just kind of push down until I make some cute little petals for my flowers. And then you can kind of maneuver it out. To make it longer if you want. And then just kind of shape it any way you want. I kind of like that. That looks kind of pretty, don't you think? I'm pleased with that. Now, I don't know if I should cure it first and then put my little beads on. So I might do that first. So I can fully cure it. And then I'm going to take some more of this out so I can make some more flowers. So oh, landed on my shirt, so it should be okay. So I roll it out to the thickness that I want. That's probably good. So I got 5 more petals. Okay, now what other finger was I putting a flower on? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one. I kind of have a sort of kind of plan So now we're gonna put our beads on where we want them. And then one more. Whoops. I did clean off my mat as well before I started, so because I knew that I would probably lose some of these. They'd be flying everywhere. So now I'm gonna kind of go in, push everything down where I want it. These are probably a little bit bigger than I anticipated for this finger, but so, and then you can kind of pull up in it and make your lines. None of my flowers are ever going to be exactly the same. So that one's, I like that one. So let's pull this one out a little more so it's a little pointier. If you don't like it, you can just, before you cure it, take it off and start again. So I actually think I might take that one off and make it smaller because it seems to be a little bit big. But let's finish this one off. So I'm just trying to squeeze out some gel. We're going to get the caviar beads. And I have 3 in a group here, so that's perfect. What do you think? I like that, don't you? Okay. So I kind of don't like this one, so I'm going to pull it off. Put this nail back on the stand. And we're going to make smaller little balls. So, and that way, because it is a smaller nail, then that way it's not so overpowering. So I think that'll work better. So, and one more. Okay. And stick. So 1, 2, 3. There. And now I'm just going to go in with my silicone tool and then just kind of push them down, and we're going to make little points on them. just kind of doing some like some ridges, so it looks like the petals. And then I can just go in and just kind of do lots of different lines in it, so it's more flower-like, kind of like that one. I'm going to kind of push in a little bit. So just play with it until you're happy with it. So I think that's good. I love this one. This one looks cool. And that one, yeah, it's not too bad. I might unflatten it a little bit more. Okay, one sec. Okay, so next design I want to use this Madam Glam art gel, and it's a no wipe as well. I've used these for my 3D ghosts and a couple of other designs as well. This stuff's awesome as well. So I'm going to face it towards me because I want, I don't know if I should use this one or my other brush. Let's try this one. So I dip it in, kind of let it self-level a bit. You can kind of, because I want a little blob on the end. And then I kind of wiggle it a little bit to kind of get it down to the tip. So I can flush cure for a few seconds and then come back. Oops, I'm knocking stuff over, you know, because that's what I do. And then, so I twirl, twirl, twirl and get the little tip. And then I wiggle and then pull up. I might be able to do another one real quick before having to flush cure. The stuff, it takes a little bit to start moving with gravity, so I'm not getting enough on my ball. So wiggle, 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 make a ball, and then come up. Okay, do I like that? No, I don't. It's starting to bleed into the other, so I'm just going to wipe it off. And that one stayed there, so we're good that way. So I'm just going to put a little ball and then pull it up. Okay, I like that. So I'm going to flush cure. And then wiggle, 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 and then towards the center. Okay. Into the lamp for a second. I need to set up my flash cure lamp. I just haven't got around to it. I have a little tiny one, but I need batteries for that, so I'm just not prepared at all. And then I'm just going to go here, wiggle, 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 and then to the center, into the lamp. And then one more. and then I will cure that for a full 60 seconds. So here, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And I'm wiggling as I'm getting a ball. So look at that. Okay, into the lamp. And then this one, I kind of want to do it on the side. So we're gonna get some product on the brush, and I'm gonna kind of go here. So wiggle, 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 and then center. Don't really have a lot on that ball, so I'm gonna kind of, and there. Okay, pop that into the lamp for a sec. And sorry, I had a fuzzy on my brush. So little ball, center, and I have enough product on my brush, so little ball, center. Okay. And then get some more. And we're going to put a little bit there. And center. Now I have a little straggler there that I don't want, like a little. So I'm going to pull that out because I don't want it to cure. I think I'm doing this wrong the way I wanted it, but it's too late. Okay, we're going to pop that into the lamp. So now for this, oh shoot, I just ripped that right off. Damn it. Here, I am going to grab a pearl. There we go. Grab a pearl, and then grab a couple caviar beads. People upstairs, sounds like they're vacuuming. At least they're clean. I notice that she vacuums once a week. Okay, that's pretty. I like that. So that's going into the lamp. Okay. And now this one, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I might use a little bit bigger one. And then get my caviar beads. I don't use caviar beads enough in these little pearls. I've had them for eons, so I'm like, you know what? We're gonna make something pretty. So, okay, I like that. Into the lamp. So, hang on one sec. Okay, I'm finished. I love how they turned out. I think they're really pretty. I really like this nail, like the design on doing that. But I think they're all pretty. I really like them. I think they'd be great for like a wedding or like prom or, you know, like some fancy party. So, yeah. So thanks for hanging out with me while I did this set of nails. I'm really happy how they turned out. I'm going to have some swatch photos for you, and then, of course, Daisy and Pippa. Okay, hope you guys are doing well and you are staying safe. Okay, love you guys. And remember, be someone sparkle. Bye. This one's going to pee on her pee. Okay, let's go to the car. This way. I could walk to the groomers, but would be a smarter idea, but I'm driving.